With a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch, cold-blooded. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hilton got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hilton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hilton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
You got nothing. Go.
On 4th down, Hilton. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. After the sack on 1st down, Winston, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Winston, dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. 31 yards there to first down. With that run, Charles, he passed Hall of Famer Curtis Martin for 5th all-time, over 14,100 yards rushing. I'm not sure what more he can accomplish.
Well, in his mind, he thinks he can continue on and get up to number 1 on the all-time rushing list. But you're exactly right. What a career and what accomplishments. And to pass Curtis Martin, who is known by his Hall of Fame coach with the Jets and the Patriots as Wonder Boy, but that's a big-time deal. So if you're passing a guy that they called Wonder Boy, you're a heck of a player.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Winston. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. 2nd and 3. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hilton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
On the set.
From the gun, Hilton. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on 2nd down. Hilton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hilton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Hilton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Kick six, baby. Let's get this all day.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Ready? Blue 8. 36. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Winston eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Memphis, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that could have implications on